Hey y'all, it's your girl Nick here. So right now I'm going to do a little. I don't do makeup. It's just a quick little makeup video. Really, I wanted to talk to you guys about my podcast idea that I had for women empowerment, just women pouring into other women. And I thought maybe I'd show you guys my makeup routine while I was doing that. My makeup routine is very simple, very basic, very amateur. I'm not an MUA. This is just what I do every day or whenever I decide to do makeup. So don't judge me. I do what I do. I know what I'm doing, but I do what I know how to do. All right. So I'm gonna start with my eyebrows because I always start with my eyebrows. Basically, right? So like I said, I wanted to just kind of talk to you guys about the podcast, right? So anybody who knows me know that I am all for, encouraging, inspiration, encouragement and inspiration, and just kind of like pouring into other women. If you don't know that, you don't know me. But if you knew that, then like I said, you kind of know me, right? But really, basically, I wanted to start the podcast. I'm pretty sure as women, we've all been through certain situationships, relationships, financial ships, life ships, any type of ship. We done been on them. And some people are just now going on or going through some of the things that I've gone through or been through or trying to come out of. And I feel like it's very necessary for us as black women period, no matter what color, to help each other, reach back and help each other, because somebody could be going through something that you've gone through. You may have insight on something that someone needs help with or someone is struggling with. And for me, when it comes down to knowledge, I feel like to give back what you learn in life is how you can serve, is how you're supposed to serve the world. Because when they say your testimony is not for you, it's for other people, I truly believe that. And to me, I feel like your testimony is the lessons you learn in life. And when you've gone through something, right, the best way to pay that lesson forward is to teach someone else who could potentially be going through that situation. Y'all, hold on, cause listen, y'all, I told y'all I'm not no MUA, but I can get me a little makeup on if I need some. Yeah. Basically, what the podcast would represent would be for say for instance, if you wanted help with knowing where to start with the home buying process, or you want help with where to start with facing your fears or getting over certain humps in a relationship, or you're going through something that I've gone through already. Hold on, y'all, because y'all know how these brows be. You gotta focus in. Hold on a little minute. Y'all, listen. Y'all show me some new eyebrow routines, cause all right, so quick little brow or whatever. And this is what I be using for my brows. Whatever. Don't judge my little makeup routine. Okay. But anyways, right, so more about the podcast. I feel like everybody has some type of knowledge that they've acquired throughout their years that they could actually give back to someone. I get a lot of young girls in my chair who are kind of confused about certain things that I was confused about as a young girl. Like, I've talked to some girls who think that they actually, they think they have to be having sex with these men to get certain things out of them. And to me, that is just like, and I'm not saying that you don't, you ain't gotta give it up or nothing like that. To each his own. But if you popping that thing out first quarter, you probably ain't gonna get much. And it's crazy because a lot of women don't know this. A lot of women don't just know the game and know that when it comes down to men, boys, whatever. Because I feel like men ain't nothing but grown boys. Men ain't nothing but boys that got older. Boys never stop being boys. So this kind of applies to the young and the old. Because a lot of these grown men still thinking like how they used to when they were young. They don't even realize that they done got old. They still think so young. Like, bro, you getting old. It's time. Time to hang it up. But when it comes down to a man respecting a woman or respecting you, he's not going to respect you just because you're a woman. You ever heard the saying when they say chivalry is dead? I don't believe that it's dead. I just feel like it's selective now. Men just choose who they show that amount of affection or chivalry to based upon who requires it. And what I mean when I say who requires it, some women don't require respect. Some women look at men who respect women like cowards. Some girls look at men who respect women like they're weak. So a lot of time men have to go up, they have to be very careful about who they decide to be giving certain levels of respect. Because some women may count them as a coward or a weakling if he respects her. Weird, right? But it happens. Hey y'all, I'm back. So anyways, I'm gonna just get straight back into what I was saying. And like I was saying, yes, so it's some so a lot of times when it comes down to getting respect from a guy or a man or whatever, it comes down to if you respect yourself. It comes down to who respects themselves. And what I mean by that is what you will allow and what you won't allow. I truly believe that men don't respect you because you tell him that he has to respect you. Y'all don't laugh at my blender. I done had this thing for so dang long. I feel like men respect you because they have to, not because they want to. Because if you leave it up to them, he gonna give you the bare minimum. If you leave it up to him, you will get the bare minimum. Now, if you require respect, you'll get respect. Now, how do you require respect? By having boundaries. By knowing what you will and will not accept. If a man tells you, okay, I'm gonna pick you up at 7 o'clock so we can go on a date. And 7 o'clock rolls around and he's not there. And he ain't let you know he wasn't gonna be there at 7. He just rolls around at 7:30 or 8 o'clock and you still available. You just kind of allow him to, you just let him know that he can get away with more. And men are like children. They'll continue to push the line of, they'll continue to push that boundary as far as you allow. Because when I used to hear women say, oh, men only do what you allow, I didn't understand what the heck that meant for the life of me. Because I'm like, I don't allow him to lie to me. He just do. I don't allow him to just tell me, cheat on me. He just do. But you allow it because you ain't leave that nigga. You allow it because you ain't did nothing about it. It's like if I punch you in your face and you don't hit me back, I know I can hit you again because you ain't did nothing. You ain't did nothing about it. Hit my ass back, I'ma know next time I probably shouldn't hit her. Or I probably shouldn't hit him. They gonna hit back. So how you hit back when somebody cross your boundaries? How do you hit back when a man does something outside of what he said he was going to do? because this is the test. Men test you to make sure you know, make sure you actually are as valuable as you say you are. It's like a diamond. I can cut a piece of glass up and bring it to an adjuster and say, this is a 24 karat diamond. Do you think he's going to take my word for it? He's going to check it. He's going to check it. He's going to check the clarity on it. He's going to check it and make sure that this is actually, because if he check it and see, this is glass, this ain't no damn diamond, who you think you playing with? They going to realize, okay, you just joking. Men do the same thing with women. So you say you a diamond, he got to check you. He got to test you. He got to test you. If you say you're a diamond, he got to test you, because I got to make sure you're the real deal. I don't want to be around here get caught slipping with no fake diamonds. So how do you make a man respect you? How do you make a man when a man crosses your boundaries? Because a lot of us are operating out of desperation. We don't want to say nothing because it's like, oh, I don't want to say nothing. I don't want to lose. I want him to stop talking to me. That's your problem. Now, that's your number one problem. You don't want him to stop talking to you, because the minute you show somebody that you're afraid to lose them, they already won. You already lost, period. Crazy. If he told you he was going to be there at 7 o'clock and he come roll around at 7:30 or 8 o'clock, anytime after what he told you, and he has not notified you that he'd be late, first of all, he don't respect your time, and he's testing you to see if he can get away with more. He's testing you. You're going to get the most tests from men in the beginning, because he has to set the tone in the beginning of what he know he can get away with and what he can't with in the beginning. He ain't going to start trying you in year 5. He going to be trying your ass the most in year 1. The first quarter, the first trimester. He going to try you the most, because he has to make sure from the door, is this a diamond or is this glass? So if he call you at 8:30 or 7:30 and he says, okay, I'm outside, and you ready, he already, you don't let him know, like, okay, I ain't even have to come. I could have just called her tomorrow and told her to come on. You call you at 8, you by 7:01, and you ain't heard from him before about the like you ain't heard from him. He ain't let you know, like, okay, I'm gonna be a little bit late, this and this and that. You should have already made other plans, or you should have already canceled that one. Because he gonna learn. See, when a man try you, this is your chance and this your opportunity to train him or mold him on how to treat you. So allow him to test you, because his test will be your way of showing him what you will or not, what you will and will not accept. So if you fail to recognize when you're being tested, you lose in the game. It's a game. You got to know when you're being tested. If a man do something outside of what he said he's gonna do, he's testing you, because he need to know if he can get away with that. I'm outside like, oh, you was still coming? You got to be mad. Oh, I didn't know you was. I thought you probably had. I didn't know. I mean, I'm already out with my girls. I'm out with my mom. He gonna be like, next, you know what you done told him? What you just showed him? Damn. I know I can't play with her. I can't play with her time. Next time I say I'm gonna be there at 7, I gotta be there at 6:59. Because this girl will leave. It ain't number 7:10. She talking about she at her goddamn mama house. I was like, well, I told you who was coming. You ain't said nothing you ain't told me nothing. You ain't said nothing to me. You gotta communicate with me. It's 7:30. Then you wanna go let them get 30? No, I ain't gonna let you get 30. Can't slip with me. You said 7. 30 minutes later, I'm at my mama house. Or I'm on the road. I'm here. I'm doing this. I'm doing that. I done made other plans. Don't play with my time. Okay, let's take it a little deeper. What you gonna do when a man, you find out he's lying? You don't know when somebody lying until you find out they lying, right? You find out that he told you a lie. What you gonna do? What you gonna do is your boundary. What you gonna do is your insurance to make sure you get the utmost respect from him. Because a lot of times when we get disrespected, first, we don't even know how to recognize when we're being disrespected. Secondly, we're in a frenzy because we don't know what we're going to do after we realize we've been disrespected. Because 1, we don't want to lose this guy. 2, we really liked him. 3, we done put a little time in it. And so it's kind of like, he's crossed my boundary. What do? I thought he was the one. What he gonna do? You don't need to be asking yourself no question. You need to know well before he crosses your line, crosses your boundary, what you gonna do. Because if you go out there and get in a car accident, you don't have to wonder what you're going to do. You already know right away, let me call my insurance. You ain't got to sit there and be like, oh my God, it's my, you know right away, let me call it. Having your insurance policy, having your boundaries is your insurance policy on what you're going to do next. You're supposed to know, no matter how bad the crash was, no matter how bad the violation was he gave you, you know, you need to know what you're going to do. And I always recommend for you to exit. And I feel like you should exit because a woman should never have to fight a man. A woman should never have to yell. A woman should never have to argue. A woman should never have to beg. A woman should never have to nag. Your presence alone is your value. That is what you bring to the table outside. Your presence is your value. If you take away that, you take away the access. You take away the fact that he can't even, like, I found out you was lying. Okay, cool. Because first of all, if you already told him from the door, you know, I don't really like lying. You told him like, hey, I prefer you to keep it real with me. You know, tell me the truth. No matter how much it hurts, just tell me because I respect the truth. And you found out he was lying. You have all right to implement your what it is you say you was gonna do. Bye. I'm gone. Bye. I'll make him jump through hoops to get another chance with me because I understand what's happening. Not because I'm desperate. I understand that you just tried me because you wanted to see if I'll tolerate lying. And I have to show you I don't tolerate lying. First of all, I warned you and told you I don't. Told you, you know, that by telling you, hey, just tell me the truth, no matter what. And then I found out you was lying. I have to go because I already told you. And in order for you to make sure that I'm really a diamond and I'm not glass, I have to live up to my standard. I got to live up to what it is I said I was going to do. I got to live up to my quality. So if I told you can tell me the truth. I found out you was lying. And then I stay. I'm not a diamond. I'm glass because I'm not the real deal. The real deal don't got to sit there and the real deal don't got to oversell. The real deal sells itself. I already told you. You violated. I'm out. And it ain't because I don't like you. It ain't because I just don't want to be with you again. You violated me. And I have to show you that I only tolerate. I only allow respect. I don't allow disrespect. And I feel like this perspective, this mindset is just so simple. But it's so rare. A lot of people just don't even see things that way. Like, you don't got to fight a man. You ain't got to argue with him. You ain't got to cuss him out. You simply need to exercise your boundaries. And you need to know what it is you're going to do when somebody violates you. If you don't know what you're going to do, that's what a problem is. That's how he can creep back and tell you, I ain't going to do it no more. And you believe him because you ain't know what you was going to do. You believe him when he said he wasn't going to do it no more. I mean, that feels better than what he got you feeling right now. But when you got your boundaries, I don't see that. Next, when you got boundaries, you free to move about the cabin. And you don't even feel guilty. Oh, okay, I had this one guy who was already trying to get at me. I just had him on hold because I've been dating you. Found out you was lying. And I mean, when you dating, you should be dating more than one person, period. Because men always are. They're never dating one person at a time. Because they got to make sure that out of all these different women, who really a diamond, who ain't. So why should a woman just date one man at a time? When I say date, I mean court. I'm not talking about having sexual relations and things like that. So that's your trial area. That's your trial period. So if you find somebody that you actually are bonding with and that you like, you can make adjustments. And I don't feel like a woman should ever take the lead in a relationship. I feel like don't ever call yourself nothing he hasn't established. Don't ask him what we are. Don't ask him where this is going, what this is. Like, you can ask him where this is going, but I feel like you should have enough sense and discernment to gauge where it's going. Once you know what you want, you should see where this is going based upon his actions. His actions will tell you. Sometimes you can avoid asking certain dumb questions because men don't know how to really tell you how they feel. They'll show you. So if you watch his actions, he'll tell you everything you need to know just by if you pay attention. If he like you like that, you'll know. If he don't, you'll know. He just gonna probably be he'll be a lot more dismissive, a lot more distant. And I see that happen a lot after you have sex with a man. And that's why I feel like, hold out on that. Because if you truly want him to respect you, you got to hold out the cookie. I feel like the cookie is such a big prize for the man that once he gets it, especially if he gets it prematurely, it's hard for him to see past anything else. Like, okay, she is this, cool girl, but she let me hit like the first day. So it's like, she could have been a diamond. She could have been 100, but she easy. You know, so you got to kind of know your worth, know your value. And like I said, I want this podcast to not only just talk about, you know, women's value, but relational problems, mental health problems, health. Like I feel like we need to challenge the topic of health and diet, the way Black people eat. We need to change all that. I feel like all that needs to be talked about. What else? Like really money. How to make money. We gonna like my podcast. I'm thinking of the name. I'm thinking of different names. I'm really leaning towards. I'm gonna drop the names, but at the end of the day, I want you guys to really support this because I'm hoping, you know, that it'll grow and it'll become something, you know, that can actually help set a lot of people free. And yeah. So when I get everything going, I will be letting you guys know. They're knocking at the door. They ready for me. So, thank you guys for listening. Hold on. Put a little. Hey! And we out.